Today we're going to discuss the welfare systems in our government. Both state and federal have different systems in place to assist our citizens with their well-being, and those systems should be in place. Our citizens do need assistance, especially with the trying economy that there is today and the difference in how the families worked. Not every family has two parents that work and makes enough money to support the kids that exist. And as much as it would be fun to try to do something about the different family orientation that exists, we are not going to try to discuss that. This is more about the welfare systems that are in place, the food stamp programs that are assisted there, the Medicare, Medicaid, health care that the government offers, even the rental assistance and utility assistance that the government assists with. Those programs were created out of a need, and things were not taken into account when they were made, that allows our citizens to abuse these programs so that they are no longer helping the people that need help, but they are contributing to the problem of poverty. I talked to an elderly gentleman, 85 years old, lived in a house all by himself, had a bathroom inside, and refused to use it. He had an outhouse that he used all year round, even during the winter. At 85 years old, not sure that I would do it myself, but he grew up with using the bathroom in the house as being disgusting. You did not do that business anywhere near where you lived. He used his shower, but he refused to use the toilet. He would use the outhouse. And that was an era that he grew up in. He also told me a story where he asked when I thought the decline of American society existed. And I couldn't give him an answer. I grew up with everything, all the amenities that existed. I didn't see a decline in American society. His response was, American society started to decline with the introduction of the radio. I was baffled. But he explained to me that before the radio existed, there were barn dances and there were social events where people got together and interacted with each other on a social level that allowed for communities to grow and nurture each other. When the introduction of the radio occurred, people stopped interacting on a social level because they had to go home and listen to their shows. And that just got increasingly worse as the introduction of TV and even video games occurred. We interact a whole lot less socially than we should to support our communities. I even know of towns that feel that they were created by women trying to increase their paycheck. At one time, a woman would get so much money for every child she had without having a husband. And so those women would go out, have a child, increase their paycheck, and then as soon as they were able to, they'd go back to the bar and get pregnant again, just to increase their paycheck. In other states, depending on how the amount is designated, families are given money per child that may or may not be used for that child. The reason I bring this up is because I feel that there are certain things that need to be done. One, our citizens need to contribute to the programs. Even if they're using them, they should be working some type of a job to contribute back to society a little of what they're using. I understand that they cannot make enough to support their family, that they need assistance completely. I also feel that there should be drug testing involved. The families that need assistance from the government should not have the money to spend on extracurricular activities that the government provides the money for. There are a lot of things that should be taken into account when we give this money out and how the money should be spent. Even to the point of limiting certain amount of money for food or how it's being spent, and withdrawing cash from these cards should not be allowed. I am open to suggestion on any opinions that people have on this situation to make these systems better. Feel free to post following this video. Thank you.